ride. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Hatcher is the master of MTG. Oh, live streams and videos are never a bore. Streams are fun, super chaotic. You'll be back as it's all hypnotic. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Boy. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. Oh, 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 oh. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Scrolling through my feed, looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. Oh, what's up, guys? What's up? I realized that the little stream box that I used to move between scenes was obscured. And trying to move things around, it just randomly started pressing buttons and showed the little loot intro. So, here we are. What's up? How you guys doing? It is a weird Wednesday evening. And we have gathered for some chill streaming. And thankfully, I checked ahead of time because my streaming software shut all the mics off. So before I went to record my video today, I looked and I'm like, oh, good. Anyways, let me grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord. And then we will go from there. All right. So, okay, here we go. There we go. And okay. That's good. That is good. And switch that up. Perfect. Okay, we've done the things that need to be done. What's up? Metal, Jess, Eng, Shelton, Doomblade, Teferi, Crawfish, Millmaster, Kensiki, Kenneth, Lewis, Baba. Who else is in here? Potts, Goddard, Everyday, Zircon. What's up? How are you doing? Haven't seen a live stream in forever? Well, that's because it has been 18, 19 days? Something like that. Like, it's been over 2 weeks since we have had a live stream, bro. So it's been a bit. There has been way too much going on in my life that is like double thumbs down, to the point where I decided I'm not going to talk about a bunch of it in the stream tonight. I'm like, no. I don't want to get sad. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm here to have a good time, talk about game shows, all that other stuff. There are multiple layers that have stopped me from streaming, but you guys know just from watching the video that I put out before the previous one that I've got some messed up dental stuff going on. You didn't know the specifics, didn't talk about it in depth there, but I have to have like multiple teeth yanked out and my gums all sewn up. I got to do all that nonsense. So that is on top of everything else. I've been having to take antibiotics so that my gums would stop being so crazy, swollen and throbbing, and just overall, just a bunch of garbage, nightmare nonsense. On top of everything else that's going on, there's also the dental stuff. And I'm just like, I don't need it. So my mouth, like, I finally finished the antibiotics and it was messing up my sleep. It's messing up my guts. It made everything just garbo, bro. But right now I'm all right. I've got an appointment scheduled in like, I gotta wait like a month or whatever to get this resolved, which is, again, thumbs down. But I know I've been here for a while. That is the one downer element that I had already disclosed. So there's the extra details, and that covers all the actual downer shit I have any interest in talking about today, right? Like, this is the kind of situation where later on, like however many months or however long down the road, we can talk about everything that was going on in this time frame. But for now, for everybody's enjoyment and mine specifically, we're just going to put that all to the side because there was a number of reasons that I was not really capable of streaming. And I just want to have, you know, when you're like, I gotta have a good time now. Not the level of parents taking their kid to Disneyland where it's like, I spent $50,000 on this, Billy, you little chungus. Get on every ride. You better smile every second. For every second that you don't smile while we're at Disneyland, I'm going to give you one of these. The back of the hand, Billy. Ba-bam, I'm going to send you to the moon. Call you Alice. You know what I'm talking about? Like that level. It's not that level. Boy, I had been looking forward to for a while just coming and having a chill stream. And I was watching tons of game shows just in kind of a half zoned out state. You know what I mean? Like, just, you need something that's, Carly calls it easy watching, and it's a great term for it, where it's just, yo, I need something that I can watch and I don't have to dedicate too much effort to what's going on. So game shows, quiz shows, that kind of stuff fell neatly into that category. And I ended up falling down a rabbit hole and checking out dozens of new game shows of different varieties. So that is the main thrust, I know you guys like that word, of what we're going to be discussing this evening. That's right. Dentist stuff does suck. I'm not looking forward to it. Sheldon, yeah, 2025 has been it's been a spotty, whatever you want to call it. That's not a bad way to describe it. It is what it is, right? So anyhow, that fucking preamble out of the way, there are a ton of game shows that I'm going to mention on here. If you guys know any like really cool game shows, feel free to toss them out there. There's like a billion game shows, so don't just throw like the name of every game show that you know, and you don't need to bother with the really obvious ones like Price is Right that everybody knows about. But I had no fucking idea how many different game shows there are out there. Like, it's a fucking staggering amount. What's up, Yamagaro? How you doing? So, I just started to watch random ones and was super surprised. I wrote down just the names of most of these, so it's going to be questionable how much of it I can remember specifically for each game, but that'll be kind of a mark of how interesting that game was, because a lot of them fell flat in different ways, but some of them I found like really good conceptually, and one I couldn't watch because it makes me so mad. Like when I watched there's one on this list that when I started watching it I was like, this is such a crazy concept. I really like this as a concept. And by the time they had finished the finale of the episode, once they had finished the episode, I went, I don't want to watch this anymore. This show makes me mad. Like, it made me angry. Like, the results after the winning, whatever. We'll get to that one. That one stood out. Conceptually, it is one of the most dreadfully miserable concepts for a game show, which in a way makes it kind of brilliant, but it's also messed up. Juglum, how you doing, bro? Let me you guys are going to mention games for sure. So let me make game shows and stuff. Let me make sure I got a piece of paper available here. Because I literally wrote these down because I was excited to come and talk to you guys about it, right? Like, I don't make these notes for any other reason. I'm like, yo, when I get back to fucking streaming and I'm able to hang out, we're going to be talking about some game shows. This has been something I've wanted to do for like 2 weeks now. So I'm glad we're getting to do it. Thanks for being here. God, what am I doing? I just got confused because I looked up and saw Baba's super chat and then I wrote, look, man, I'm trying to write down a suggestion. I just saw Flipside. And I started to write your name. So hold on. Let me write down Flipside. Whatever. If it's dumb and goofy, like, that's fine. All right. Baba's super chat says, it was nice to finally feel appreciated at the end of the video today. Why don't you thank us more and plug more stuff in your videos? Listen, man, honestly, you're absolutely right. I don't know why I don't say thank you more frequently. You know what I mean? I just stopped and thought about it, and I went, yo, like, people come and like and comment and subscribe, and they do all the good stuff because that's what they want to do, and I'm happy that way, but there's no reason I can't say, hey, thanks for doing that, right? Like, I never want to come across as if I'm like, yo, you gotta subscribe. And I definitely never want to come across as like, please subscribe. I'm a sad boy who needs subscription dongs in his mouth to feel alive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go and stand on the edge of a bridge if you don't subscribe to my channel. Bloopity bloop. You know, that kind of crap. So, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of realize every once in a while, I'm like, yo, I should show my appreciation for all that stuff, because while I don't ask for it, while I don't ask people to do it, I do appreciate it. It's nice to see people enjoying your stuff. And I must say, the last number of videos that I've been putting out have been getting a great reception. Like, genuinely, I'm looking at it going, we're having a good time. This is fantastic. So, you know, I'm just appreciating. And let's be real as well. Going through a bunch of garbo stuff that I'm not going to discuss, and looking for things to enjoy and appreciate, that's more the kind of concept that I want to lean into. Good times. Speaking of good times, Kansuki with the cool guy sunglasses. Do I have my cool guy sunglasses here? Nope. All right. Well, whatever. My hands are cool, bro. These are some pretty cool hands. Thanks for the cool guy, the cool guy glass sticker. Why is there an @ symbol in front of all the names? It is because YouTube is slightly off. Whenever that happens, it's because they messed up something with however it gets processed. And instead of showing the normal names, it's showing your actual username. So thankfully, most people's usernames and their actual handles or whatever, because you're like, you can be like @fly on the wall blah 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 and actually have your username be like the bathroom liquor, whatever it is. They don't have to be the same thing, but thankfully, pretty much everybody in here does. Like, I see names like Lewis, I know Lewis, I've seen Lewis, Kensuke, Drunkle, you know what I mean? Like, there are very few people in here whom I do not recognize. Metal, how do we only have 25 people watching? Well, there's multiple reasons for that. First of all, we're on my live stream channel, right? Which is small. The notifications don't go as much. Secondly, the streams used to be far more frequent, right? So people would go, yo, I'm going to show up and they're there. But if I've been out of commission for a couple of weeks, after a while you just go, yeah, there's nothing going on right there. So they start to check in less frequently, right? So people will just kind of stumble on this and be like, oh shit, it's actually going on tonight. What's up? Okay, cool. We taking our pants off? Let's do it, right? And that's how it'll go. And then people will see the live stream later and go, oh, I missed it, damn it. Well, maybe I'll make it to the next one, right? So it's due to where we are. I didn't announce that this stream was happening in my video today because... what was the reason? Was it that I had forgotten? Or was that I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be up to it? I honestly can't remember at this point. Well, for whatever reason, at the time I made the video, either I hadn't firmly decided I was doing the stream, or I forgot to mention it. So, yeah, you put it together, and what do you get? It doesn't matter either way, because we have a cozy, chill gathering. I've never worried about the number of people coming out to my streams, bro. I remember streaming with like 2 people coming and hanging out. That's the nice thing, is I'm never going to be by myself. There'll always be people who want to come by and chat, and I like talking about fucking all kinds of different stuff. I got my list, and I would have yammered to one person about it. But let me tell you about this game show shit. So we're good that way. We are good that way. Oh, Millmaster with the jacket blasted hippo super sticker. Cheers to that, buddy. Cheers to that. JH, there were some crazy announcements today. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I've got some notes for the next video. Avatar teasers came out and whatever else. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Speaking of a lot going on, I got a lot on my list of game shows, guys. I got a bunch. Oh. Sorry, I just had a stupid moment. I looked at the streaming software and I went, shit, we've been here for like 10, 15 minutes bare minimum, and I have not been recording the stream. And then I looked up and went, oh, never mind, we're on the streaming channel. It will automatically be saved there. I'm feeling a little bit rusty because it's been a couple of weeks. So all of the things that I'm accustomed to doing, what's going on? Also, I got these demonic heads. They're here as well. They're throwing off the chi flow. Okay. Okay. All right. Goddard, listening to some lo-fi hip-hop stuff. Nice. I've been listening to random video game music in the background while playing BBS games. So we could talk about that too, but you know what? I did title this stream with a particular title, so the thing is, I can talk about whatever for the whole stream without us ever getting to it. So let's dive in. I do have a big fat list that's like front and back. So what do I have at the top here? I have something called Common Knowledge. Common Knowledge was a quiz show with nothing special about it in terms of it didn't have a special board. It didn't have a special play area. It's a stand here and answer these questions. As far as I remember, that's what it was. But it was hosted by Joey Fat One, who is that dude from one of those boy bands. Which one is it, guys? NSYNC? Test your boy band knowledge. I know you guys know. I know some of you guys know, at least, right? Doomblade, you can ask your mom. I know she was in that car accident, but you can go and ask her. Say, Mom, I know your head got rattled around in that terrible car accident when you got into a couple days ago, but I need you to tell me right now, Joey Fat One, which boy band was he in, mother? All right? Joey Fatone. But yeah, I love that his last name is Fat One. I know the answer, by the way. I already pre-know the answer to this, like 99%. He was with Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber had the ramen noodle hair, and they were in the NSYNC band, right? So that guy walks out, and I'm like, yo, this guy is the host. This guy, you guys know them. See the New Kids on the Black, on the New Kids on the Black. That's a different one. Whoa, that one somebody's going to jail for. So New Kids on the Block. I remember that one. I remember my dad singing mangled versions of their songs all stapled together. Their songs were not very good, but what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? You got to hang tough. You got to hang tough. Oh, that song, we're like hanging tough, we're rough. Like, seriously, these 5 guys going, whoa, doing like a half bushwhacker and just going, we're hanging tough. Like, come on, man. Come on. So, yeah, Joey Fat One from the boy bands walks out, and I'm just like, that's Joey Fat One. And that would become a fucking theme, by the way. I had no idea how many random ass people became game show hosts. Some of them, it was like, whoa, you're a game show host? Like, I can't believe you've down to the level of a game show host. And some of them are like, wow, you're a game show host? How'd you even get this far? Right? So, common knowledge. I just wrote down 2 things that apparently they had a question where it was like, when was the like button added to Facebook or whatever? In what order? Is it like, comment, or share? Like, share, comment, like, share. And I was just like, what is this? But my favorite moment from that one was when he was supposed to say the mummy, but he just says bummy. I don't know where. I was like, what the hell? But that was like a very boring game show. It was a very boring game show. Well, Master, you think real narcissists that can't let their careers go? I feel like a bunch of the people doing game show host stuff actively liked it. I have to be real. Like, very few of the ones that I saw seemed miserable. Some of them did seem genuinely miserable, though. So you could be bang on for them. You know what I mean? It was just like, someone like, what the hell? So there's another one called The Chase, right? Now, The Chase is a fun concept. The Chase, they have an English version, like the UK version, and they have an American version. And the idea is that you have a group of people who are, you would go with a group of your friends to be on the show, right? Like, I think it's 3 other people or whatever. So you're working as a team, but you individually face off against the Beast. And the Beast is this dude who knows a shitload of trivia. So you're going to be asked questions. He's going to be asked the same question. And basically, you need to get the question right, hope he gets the question wrong, so you can keep moving down this track, like get X number of answers right and you win. But they do it in like this you're being chased kind of style, where you're here, he's up here. So if you get an answer right, you advance a step. But if he gets the answer right, he also advances a step. So if you both get the question right, you're fine. You keep moving a step ahead. But if you get something wrong, boom. He's like, now he's 1 step away from you. And then boom, now he's right on top of you. Mess up again, you lose. You're out. But if he gets one wrong, because he's not infallible, they don't give him the answers. He has to know these answers. So then all of a sudden he's back here and you've leaped ahead another step. And you're like, boom, I don't got nothing to worry about. So that is a fun dynamic. But they add an extra twist of element, gamble, danger style stuff, where how it works is they start out by asking you a bunch of questions. And for each question you get right, they add $5,000 into the money pot, right? Which is a very common thing in these game shows, where you take the money and you kind of add it up. Like, you get to try and you add up your money as you go, and you actually get to compete for the money finally at the end. But this is a group effort. So whatever you win, you bring back to the group. So you answer these trivia questions. If you get 5 right, you're going to get $25,000. If you get 6 right, you're going to get $30,000, and so on, right? So on the higher end of things, people, 35,000 is what the people who do better end up like getting. Because I watched multiple episodes of this one. This one got multiple episodes viewed. So you could get like 35,000, you get like 15,000. Right? And that's the amount that you're going to play for. You're going to run from the beast. So answer the questions and then run from the beast, which is... no, that's how you get the... Never mind. No, that's right. You answer the questions at first and then you run from the beast. Sorry. You answer the questions to get your amount and then you run from the beast to see if you get to keep that amount, which involves answering, obviously, more questions, right? But let's say you got $35,000 coming. He'll go, if you want to take the easy way out, you can start lower, further away from me, and you're only going to get like 15 grand instead of 35 grand. Or if you're feeling gutsy, you can start closer to him, and then it's like, yo, we'll give you 60 grand. So instead of 35, now all of a sudden it's $60,000. But you get less chances to be wrong because it's closer, the gap, right? And so you have this chase going on. And on top of that, the dynamic between the beast trivia guy, Juglum knows, yeah, the beast is a monster, exactly. He's a big dude too, which adds to it. I like it. I like that he's a physically large guy because it's more imposing that way. Like the idea that you're being chased by the beast and he's just this fucking physically large guy, but also he has a large, expansive knowledge of trivia, right? So it makes for a fun concept that way. And then the host of the show, what is her name? Is it Brooke Burns? I think it might be Brooke Burns. She is actually a host of a bunch of different game shows, but she is totally, first of all, just lovely, very like visually enjoyable. But she way more importantly, has fantastic energy, right? Like she's on the player's team against the beast. So she wants the beast to lose, but there's also that sort of fun interplay between them where it's like they're enemies, but in like a more of a rival, playful kind of way. And she's on the player's side full on. I really enjoy the overall dynamic of the beast. I watched a bunch of episodes of it. No, Drunkle, for real, bro. The energy is the most important because she's quite lovely, but she also looks too thin to me. Like whenever I was looking at her, I was like, I feel like you could benefit from eating some more. Now, I don't know what her weight is. I don't know what healthy, whatever it is. It's totally just judgmental watching a show stuff. Like she's obviously 100% a stunner, but I would totally be like, eat some cheeseburgers, beef up a tiny bit, just a little bit. But for real, the genuine energy, because I watched a ton of game shows, the genuine energy that she brings as a host is fantastic. She feels like she's actually happy to be there. She likes interacting with people, all of it. Like the energy matters a lot. That chick is a fantastic host, 100%. Obviously, being like super easy on the eyes moves you up a category as well. But I would watch the biggest Ugmo on the planet with that level of energy, because that shit wins me over. That brings me in. Like the visual stuff, I can just look at a picture of a beautiful woman for a second and now I've got that. Boom, bam, I got the visual. Very nice. That looked great. But the energy, the ability to build the rapport with people, to create this what feels like an actual narrative of these people competing, it's a construct, right? Like it doesn't just feel like the common knowledge where it's just like, hey, so what's the answer to this question? Here's your 4 options. The answer's bummy. You didn't even try, and come on, Joey Fat One. You didn't even try. You know what I mean? Drunkle, the big dude gives American Gladiator vibes. You know, they tried to reboot it like 3 times. I have no idea. I know that the version I watched was awesome. The British version is awesome. The American version is terrible. They have chasers. And so it's like, we have this chaser coming in. I'm the high roller. Fuck you, idiot. It doesn't matter who's sitting in the chair. You're not the high roller. Do you know why you're not the high roller? Because anybody else sitting in your chair will make the exact same offers. Because it's all fucking calculated. It's a mathematical formula that's fed to you. And it's very fucking obvious because every time somebody has $30,000, you're going to offer him $65,000 in the first round. That's how it's going to go. And the offers are going to be based on how well they've done, and then if people have been eliminated in earlier rounds or haven't earned as much. They have all these different fucking thresholds. It's all a mathematical formula. So pretending like this guy's the high roller who throws more money at things is bullshit, because no matter who's in there, it could be fucking Dinky Dunkins and he would give the exact same offer. It could be an empty boot. It would give the same offer. And so you have to put up with this stupid premise that this group, like, I would accept, honestly, I'm going to be 100% real, that I'm ripping on this more because it's not just that you have to put up with the pretension of the high roller. Because like I said, I literally just said you need a construct. I literally just said you need some kind of build, some kind of concept, right? So why am I shitting on this all of a sudden? Well, let me tell you, friends, that's because this fucking concept is insufferable. Imagine a group of three fucking people who have literally nothing to add. And I mean nothing to add to the conversation. And imagine cutting to them all the time and adding that in. What if instead of having just the beast, we had 4 beasts and they're different variants, and so the show randomly generates one? Okay. And it's like, do they actually feel different? Well, no. Okay. So what's the great part about it? Well, the great part about it is we'll cut to them multiple times throughout the show, and all 3 of them will give commentary on what's happened, and it will be empty, pointless, stupid crap full of fucking fake laughs and empty faces, and it will add nothing of entertainment value. There will be no charm. There will be no fucking chemistry between anybody on the show, and it will be a garbage mess. I don't know how the fuck you take something as simple and elegant as The Chase and twist it up by all you did was literally go, we're going to go 4 beasts, and somehow you fucked the whole thing. Like, eat my ass, you fucking clown boys. That's how I felt watching the American version. The American version can chug it. What's up, Larry? How you doing? Yeah, I chug them exactly. They play good cop, bad cop really well in the UK Beast. And the Beast, he's not a bad guy. He wants to defeat you, but he has that like grudging respect of, if you do well enough, he'll give you that respect. Overall, I do enjoy it. JH, Rachel Riley's probably your favorite game show person. I may have seen her. I don't know all the different hosts, you know? What up, DeVoe? How you doing? How you doing, Belle Biv DeVoe? Okay, so we talked about The Chase. Let's talk about Greed and Super Greed, which is an American game show from 1999. And this is a perfect moment to stop and say for a second that American game shows and British game shows are wildly different. Like, in terms of prize structures. British game shows we're going to give you a series of hard questions. And if you win, we're going to let one of you compete for $800. Like, that's it. And the fucking shows like Greed are like, it's white and it's in your fridge and it comes from a cow. Out of these 4 questions, out of these 4 answers, what is it? Thumbtacks? Your mother? Boots? Or milk? This question is for $75,000. Like, you know what I mean? It's insane. It's insane. Oh, Jess, I got bad news for you, bro. I just plan to become more awesome. We're just going to be having more fun. You wait. 2025 has been a fucking spotty year for my plans, but 2026... you don't even fucking know, bro. You don't even know. While I haven't been able to come and stream, and I've been laid out and incapable of doing stuff, right? Guess what? I've been plotting. I've been planning. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, so Greed and Super Greed are the same fucking show with very minor tweaks. Super Greed is just, they went, screw it, make the prizes bigger. So you go like, Greed is like 50,000, 75, 100,000, 200,000, then maybe like 500,000, a million. That's it. That's all the questions that you have to do. And then but you work as a group. You work as a group, and like you have a team leader who can override your answers and has to lock things in and makes decisions for the group. And it's all right. You know, they got Chuck Woolery as a host. He's pretty solid overall. Not too shabby. And, you know, it's like the questions are pretty basic, but they scale up in difficulty where it's like they'll give you multiple choices, but it'll be like, pick 6 cereals or whatever. And then at a certain point, they start going, hey, what happened in this year? And then they start to make it a little more challenging, where it's like, can you remember the different, like, which 6 events out of these 8 happened? They definitely, like, ratchet it up. The challenge thing is interesting. And I haven't seen this one specifically in other game shows, where at the beginning of a round, what they'll do is they'll pick, like, one person randomly out of the 5 people on the team, and they'll go, you're allowed to choose someone else to directly battle. You fight them, and if you beat them, you take their share of the prize. So basically, it's like, there's 5 of us. We're all going to get 20% of the prize. We're all going to get 1/5 of the prize. But I can battle you, and if I win, now all of a sudden I get 2/5 of the end prize, right? Because now I own double territory. And you can theoretically, in other rounds, battle, right, other people and even increase your territory more. But it's totally just like somebody's losing and getting kicked off the game here. So you have to win and eliminate the person, or they eliminate you. And it's one question. So to incentivize people to do it, they go, we'll give you a guaranteed 10 grand. Here you go. Here you go. And so people do it, right? And some of them get knocked out of the show, but they walk off with 10 G's. And this was like 20 years ago. So they're not complaining, right? They got the money. So that part is funky, where you can end up having like a larger share. And the captain who can just override your answer and screw your team, where you can see the captain lock in an answer and you're just like, the team's just like, they're just like, oh. But they're not allowed to go, no, idiot! I have not seen the Cat Countdown British show yet. I have not seen that one. Let me write that down. I know the name, like, somehow in passing. Cats does Countdown. Okay. Especially when, like, a bunch of you guys are recommending it all at once, you know? Larry, The Weakest Link. I don't think I ever watched it, but I definitely was peripherally aware of it. It was like, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. You know what? I mean, toss it down on the list. Once I go and get that, the double extraction going on, that's probably going to leave me laid out for a while again. So it'll be good to have some stuff to take a look at. Okay, let's see here. What's next? Next is, Moneybags. Moneybags is a game show hosted by the one guy from Red Dwarf, right? And he's right into it. As a host, he's great because he's fucking enthusiastic. He's basically yelling. Like when they get something, he's, oh! And when they lose, oh, no, it's a bankrupt! Oh, the Mooney! You lost the Mooney! It's great. Just the way he pronounces stuff. So that one has a conveyor belt with bags of money, and they just kind of roll by, and you got to grab them if they have the right answer on it. That one's fun. But they like have the same group of people that they pick from for each different episode, because I guess they film the whole thing over a week. And the people who like got picked but didn't make it or whatever, who kept getting thrown back, they just kind of got more and more of a haunted look on their face as it went along. All right. Let's see here. Let us see here. So, Moneybags was all right. It wasn't like amazing, but I did watch multiple episodes of it. I enjoyed the enthusiasm of the host. Conceptually, it's all right. You know, he takes the moneybags, throws them down the tube, but I don't know. They would like have people move position based on who could grab the bag first. And it felt like a concept that maybe needed a little bit more work, but was overall all right. Then there was Tipping Point. This was one of the ones that I watched early on. And for a second, I was like, is this show AI generated? Because like all the contestants looked a little weird to me. And the host seemed a bit strange too. You know, it's just like, is this a real game show? And that's based off a coin pusher machine. And the first round of it is so boring. Actually, that one is mostly really boring. But if you like coin pusher machines, sometimes there's like a coin pusher moment where you're like, oh, it's going over the edge. And I do like coin pusher machines. So I liked Tipping Point, but it sucks. Something on here called Switch. Can't remember anything about that. That's not a good sign. That one must have been terrible. The Drop, which is one where people stand on platforms and try and answer questions. And if they get them wrong, they just get dropped through holes. Just big hole, the floor opens up and they fall through. Habanero, yeah, I remember Win Ben Stein's Money. I remember that one. Juggling, you've never seen the Moneybags game? Every game show I'm listing, they're all on eBay. eBay. Good Lord, my brain's cooked. They're all on YouTube. They're all from YouTube. Basically, like, I was watching game shows and YouTube was like, hey, it seems like you have like zero taste and are just watching anything that's a game show with like absolutely no, like, you're not discriminating in any way. And so here's a bunch of random crap. And I'm like, cool, let's go. What's this one? And I just sat on the couch and stared at game shows. So, the Drop was funny because they were dropping people. You had Hey Yahoo, which is such a head trip. The whole thing felt wild. I was like, Hey Yahoo? Like the fucking search engine? Hey Yahoo? So it's a show where, you know, you'll see things like, what are the top Google results for this? Well, this is Yahoo's version of that, but like a game show. So it's like, what are the top Yahoo search results for this, this, and this? And like the host of the show is a guy who's actually from Ontario, Canada. And I remember him from being in like after school special style videos that they would show us in school. I remember him being in those videos, and then he broke into television. So when I like saw him, I'm like, I remember that guy from 30 years ago. What the hell is going on? So that was funny. It's just a guess what the top search results were. The one thing I did like about it is they did that, you know, Yahoo thing. You know what I'm talking about? They did that in the episode multiple times, and every time they did it, I fucking loved it. You know what I mean? It's funny how it works when something is like current branding and they're trying to sell it to you and it's being driven in and you're just like, ugh. But like now Yahoo's not, who the fuck uses Yahoo? Yeah, technically it's a thing, but this isn't some current show. It's not like, oh, Yahoo's being advertised. It's dead and done, bro. So it's just quaint. It's like that you got mail from AOL. You just hear it now and you're like, ha, you know? It's that kind of a vibe. But that was just a quiz show. There was Pointless, which was kind of the opposite of Family Feud. You know where Family Feud is, tell us the answer. We asked 100 people a question. What animal would you most like to pork? And then you got to decide who people want to lay their dong to the animals. Which animal do they want to bang the hardest? And then you're like, howler monkey, chihuahua, goat, and you got to pick the top one and be like, I think most people said goat. And then they're like, survey said, well, this Pointless is the opposite, where it's like, same concept. We asked a bunch of people this question. You got to tell us the animal that people said the least, right? So instead of looking for the animal that got the most points, you got to get the animal that got the least points, but made it on the list. So as a concept, that one's not too bad. Then you got Hardball. Hardball is one that actually has a physical board where the ball rolls along slowly, and you have to answer questions before it catches up with you. So you're basically traveling along a digital board in the background, and like they actually show you on there, which is fun. I like that. And then they have an actual metal ball that travels along this track physically. It's pretty big too. It just travels down along the track, and you race it. And that physical element makes that one a little more enjoyable overall. Yeah, Jess, there's definitely a bunch of like crazy games that people have done on YouTube, like actually done on YouTube as opposed to television game shows that have big fat nutty prizes. And Mr. Beast has definitely made a bunch of those. What else do we got? We got The Edge, which is one where you answer questions and then you bowl. But you're not bowling on a normal bowling alley. You bowl a ball down like a point lane, and it can just fall off the edge at the end. So you got to try and get as close to the edge without getting over to get the best point score. And depending on how fast you answer the question, you get to decide what lane you want to go in. Basically, do you want to go in the easiest lane, or do you want to go in the most difficult lane? And you're never going to take the most difficult lane because it's not like it gives you more points. It's just straight up worse. Straight up worse. What up, Thompson? How's it going, buddy? Playing Mario Kart? Nice. All right. Then you got Lingo with Bill Engvall. Bill Engvall is actually a pretty decent comedian, right? Like he's had some funny jokes, so he makes for a pretty decent host. He's got a lot of good random banter, but other than that, just it's whatever show. What else do we got? There was a pressure pad one where you had to stand on different parts of a map. Man, I don't remember some of these. Rebound? What was Rebound? What's this? Who's still standing? Nope. That doesn't ring a bell. The exit list? The exit list is one where you have to go through a maze and keep track of all these different words so you can come back out. Pretty funky. What up, Clayton? How you doing? I have survived, bro. I have survived. What the hell? Who's still standing? Oh, Who's Still Standing was it had holes that you drop people through on the floor, but like the episode that I watched of it, the main contestant was insufferable, and the other people around her, it was like they found the worst people, dullards and jackasses. It was just awful. It's funny that I forgot that. My brain must have wiped it for my own sanity, right? There's a bunch of these. There's one called Decimate. That was fun. They had a bunch of crazy, like, big bars up on the screen that represented your money. And as you had to make it through a series of 10 questions. And if you got one wrong, it would be like, Decimate! Decimate! Just goofy. They had one called Tenable, which was hosted by Warwick Davis. I was like, wait, that's Warwick Davis. He's the host of it. And if you lose in this, you have to go into the void. But like they don't have a void. They have a TV screen like up above that's showing a swirling void, and they just have somebody walk under and by it. They don't walk into it. They try and camera angle it to maybe try and pretend like, look, she's kind of maybe walking towards it, but it's like it is the literal cheapest, crappiest fucking way of getting rid of somebody I've ever seen in my whole life on a game show, aside from just saying thanks for coming by, like trying to pretend like you're going into the void, and it's like, this is awful. And that game show had like a top prize of like $2,000 or something like that. Two different people had to do a whole bunch of things to each get $1,000, but it didn't get that $1,000. That $1,000 gets just put in the prize pool, which they don't have to compete for, and they just didn't win any of it. So dumb. What was the one that drove me crazy? Oh, Divided. Yeah, Clayton, exactly. He played Willow. So, Divided is such a wonky concept, man. It's like they give you multiple choice questions. There's a group of 4 of you, and they give you multiple choice questions. And you all have to agree and lock in. And it'll be like, this question is worth $5,000. The yak likes to eat what? And then it's like, grass, hay, people, right? And they're all just like, some people are like, hey, grass. And while they fight about it, it's like 5,000 is just, oh, now you got 4,900. And it's just constantly ticking down. You all have to unanimously agree on the answer. So there'll be all kinds of infighting if you get it wrong. And it's just like, it's a great concept to show like conflict. But man, there was this one chick who was actually intelligent. And she was stuck with these fucking dullards who, she was pretty much right every time. What she suggested was right every time. And in the first question, she was right. She had the right answer. Everybody else had the wrong answer. She tried to argue them into the right answer. They wouldn't go for it. And then she's like, fine, I'll agree with your guys' answer. Can we just lock in so we can try and get the most prize money? And then they got it wrong because it's the wrong answer. And she was like, see? Like, you guys gonna listen to me the next round? And this fucking one dumbass goes, well, you're the one who told us to lock in that answer so fast. You could have tried to convince us more. And it's like, she had been trying to convince you, fucking idiot. So he's trying to flip it around on her. But he's not that smart. So it's just, first of all, it's obnoxious to watch a dum-dum trying to fucking pull that shit. And so it proceeds this way, where this fucking woman is the voice of reason. She is the one who knows what's up. You should be listening to her to succeed. And so you get to the final part of it. And for the final part of it, how it works is you have to decide how the money is split. So the prize money at the end, all like the final prize money is going to be split between the three people who made it through at the end. So you've got the biggest chunk, A class, medium chunk, B class, C class. So A class is like $1,200. B class is like $800, and then C class is like $200. So the intelligent chick, who had been totally useful the entire time, and it basically was the reason they had anything at all, she goes, well, I think we can all agree that I did the most and deserve A, and she locks in at A. And then the other two both lock in at B, right? And they're just like, we B. And she's just like, the lady who got A is who clearly deserves A, did the most work, all of it, right? It's just like, well, one of you has to take C. We all know I deserve A. And the thing is, as soon as it starts, when you're choosing, the whole time the money's ticking down. So A has gone from 1,200 down to like, oh, now it's 1,180. Now it's 1,160. They're all dropping. 200 is dropping down. And the other two, they're both like, no, I deserve B. No, I deserve B. No, I deserve B. No, I deserve B. And the money's just ticking down. So the poor, intelligent woman who's always made the correct move, what's the correct move in this, guys? What's the only thing you can do to get any money now? The only thing you can do when stuck with two idiots who won't accept the bottom position and will let every dollar bleed out of the bag, the only answer is you have to take the smallest amount. So by the time this ended, this lady who was responsible for the success of the team got like $82. And the bald dumb fuck who tried to blame her for being right at the beginning, he locked in at A and got like $900. And it fucking pissed me off. Like, it genuinely made me mad. I'm like, this is infuriating. You watch game shows to watch people be rewarded. Like even games where you're supposed to try and manipulate other people. This wasn't manipulation. This was obstinate dumb fuckery. And so this poor woman got fucked. And it's like, this is supposed to be a game show. This is supposed to be an escape from reality. Not dumb fucks who did nothing and don't deserve anything get more. Who the fuck wants to watch this shit? I'm like, I'm never watching another episode of this again. I enjoyed it at the beginning because the whole like, oh, the way they do the questions and everything, but the way they did the prizing at the end fucking made me so mad. It made me so mad. I was like, this is bullshit. It just feels like such injustice. And I hate seeing stupid people rewarded and intelligent people punished for understanding fucking reality. That is horseshit. Made me so mad. Yeah, exactly, Drunkle. She just went through a stressful experience and left with almost nothing. She's just like, I can't walk out of here with nothing. Fine, I'll take C. Can we just lock it in? And the two idiots are at B. And then all of a sudden the one goes, and locks in at A. And just like, he couldn't even believe his good luck. And it's like, you guys are garbage people. Hey, Paul Falcon, Super Chat says, I missed you so much that I lost track of time and missed the first hour. Damn it. Well, you made it. That's what matters, buddy. Thanks for the Super Chat. Also, I mean, to be fair, I did put out a pre-announcement in the Discord earlier today and put the stream up earlier in advance as well. I did everything that I could on my end to make sure that people who wanted to be here wouldn't miss it. Millmaster, that's why you gotta have true natural justice. Good thing happened to bad people, bad things gotta happen to good people. It's so annoying, man. It's not a satisfying watch. Like, I would, it's just so aggravating. You deserve to be rewarded for your intelligence, not to be hosed. Like, it's so brutal. So brutal. Goddard, I remember the mole. I remember that one. All right, what else do we got? 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show is pretty wild. They literally just like fire you off of buildings and stuff like that. They're just like, you got the question wrong. We're going to do something crazy. Crazy. It's all right. It's all right. But that's the only thing that show has going for it. The gimmick of like, check out how we blast somebody off our show. That's it. It's not memorable in any other way. What else? Oh, 1,000 Heartbeats. That's a cool one. Like conceptually. I like the idea. They hook a heart monitor up to you. You have 1,000 heartbeats to answer X number of questions or whatever and get your money. So as theoretically, as the stress builds up, your heart rate's going to go up. So you're using up more heartbeats, right? So if you can remain calm, you're going to get more time to answer the questions. Pretty cool. Bo, you thought that was a notification from my regular video? I thought about that. I was like, I did put out like a video an hour ago. So yeah, it's fair, bro. It's fair. I think I even like changed the wording to be like live tonight, blah, 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 or something like that. But what are you going to do? You made it. You made it. Cash Cab. The Cash Cab guy was the host of one of these shows, actually. Crystal Maze. They brought back the Crystal Maze. They have Richard Iowade as the host. And it's fun. Like, the Crystal Maze is a fun concept already. Where you have the different rooms, the challenges that are too difficult and the prizing is too small, right? Like that's the way it's always been. I enjoyed the Crystal Maze. The point of the Crystal Maze wasn't to try and win big prizes. The point of the Crystal Maze was to compete in the Crystal Maze and get a crystal to say, I was on the Crystal Maze. Because it's just fun. It's cool. It's just cool little mini games and shit. Like conceptually, it's a great concept for a show. The prizing is garbage, but it's a great concept for a show. Richard Iowade, the dude from, you might have seen him in like the IT crowd or whatever, right? So he is a comedian. He is the host of this rendition of the show, and he is fantastic. He lightly mocks the show and brings his particular energy as the host, and you can tell that he is genuinely enjoying what he's doing. And he's doing it his way, but the way that he's doing it feels like it's in the spirit of the Crystal Maze. So for me, the first episode I watched was him actually with some group of kids from a show I've never heard of because I'm out of touch and I don't know any shows or movies anymore. Holy fuck. So he was with them and I was like, he's doing a really good job here actually. And I watched a number of episodes and it's funny watching him talk at the end. He's like, he's explaining the prize structure and he's like, so if you get this many, all you get is this crystal. If you get this, then you get a middling prize. It's not very good. If you get this score, then you get a kind of okay prize. And so the one group gets like this just above the crystal prize and he's like, congratulations, you've won a, and he goes, like, and laughs. And the thing is, he's so, like, reserved and in character all the time. Seeing him react that way to the prize and how shitty he thinks it is fucking hilarious. So, overall, the new Crystal Maze episodes with him as the host are enjoyable to me, for sure. For sure. Bob Falcon, I think you spelled it right, actually, buddy. Does anybody remember the competition show with two dubbed Japanese guys? Oh, you're talking about the one where they crash through mazes and all this stuff, and at the end there's like a big fight with the crazy tanks, Takeshi's Challenge or whatever. Oh, but they called it something else in North America, didn't they? Jess, that's how it goes, man. There's only so much bandwidth you have for anybody in the first place. And another part of the problem is with the shows that you see, those talent shows, the people who are on them get put under all kinds of different restrictions on what they can do for a while. So it's unfortunate, right? Hey, Thompson with the super sticker, leveling up with the fat pink shrimp arms and the strange video game band. Kabagla! So yeah, the Takeshi's Challenge stuff is fun, right? I definitely like out there game shows. I can get down with just straight up trivia too. Carly said she enjoyed the fact that she'd be in the other room and she could just hear me yelling at the television. "It's this, you idiot!" Yelling the answers at the TV. "It's this, stupid! How do you not know that?" Of course, I'm not yelling that at myself when I don't know the answers to other questions, right? So that's part of the fun, man. But overall, yeah, I watched a ton of game shows. And I went on an old school BBS. And played some of the old school games that I played over 30 years ago. And what a weird experience it is playing those old text-based games, man. It's neat though. It's nostalgic. Larry, you can't remember what it was called, but there was a game show where if you lost, your car got crunched. I haven't heard of that one. I remember watching one where they would fire prizes off of a building. So there's a conveyor belt, and it had all these prizes on it. And you had to answer a bunch of questions before your prizes fell off the side of the building. They would literally just fire jet skis and stuff off the side of a building. It was fucking amazing. Like, it's so pointless in its destruction. Any other game show, you don't win the prizes. They still have them to give out to somebody or something, right? But in this, they just be like, jet ski fell off the side of a building, bro. It's smashed. It's gone. Big screen TV, yeah, that fell off the side of a building. It's gone. It's just crazy. Slippery Stairs? Yeah, the soaped up stairs, definitely. Bellmaster, have I seen Death Race 2000? I've seen a bunch of the Death Races. Is Death Race 2000 the very first one? Where they like line up all the old people outside that home? There was the one time me and Carly saw a bunch of people outside of an elderly home, and she's like, "Why do they have them all bunched up there by the curb?" And I said, "Fucking Death Race." That one. That's the one with David Carradine where he's just like in his weird little fucking Speedos and shit. And it's like, I'm Frankenstein. It's like, this is weird, bro. That shit is weird. Like, and unnecessary. And the cars are hilarious. They just have like blades glued. The original Death Race has a quaint and stupid charm to it. You know? So they just wheel all the old people out into the street to get run down. And he's like, I'm going to run you down. And it's like, why is anybody around on this day? Like, why wouldn't you just be inside? Why would you chance it? Oh, yeah, we watched, I don't even know. how many of the Death Race movies, but a bunch of them. What up, DJ Longhair? How's it going? Freddy, what? Downfall? Is that the name of the one where they crushed people's cars? Is that what's going on? Yeah, there's like a billion game shows, man. A lot of them do just boil down to boring trivia, though. So you just kind of go, eh. I like gimmicks. I like something that makes it feel special and different. Trivia can work. You know what I mean? Like, but do something. Do something like The Chase. JH, you like Canada's Worst Driver? You know what? I remember watching episodes of that. It's always funny seeing things and realizing how close they are to where you are. Like, there's a bunch of people who have been on Power Slap who are from nearby. Juggling, what was my favorite game show? All right, well, what did I enjoy the most out of these? I enjoyed, I mean, obviously I'm going to give the one that made me the angriest was Divided. No other show made me angry and go, I'm not going to watch this because it pisses me off, right? So that one is in its own category. And I give them credit for creating a format that can evoke that response. Do you know what I mean? Like, congratulations. You've made a format that makes me so fucking mad that I'm not going to watch your horse shit because I can't. This is for people, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm smart. Maybe if I was stupid and I just watched it and was like, ha ha, because then I'd be like, I'm the dummy who gets the money. I don't know. I just don't like, it's too much like real life. Watching people get hosed when they don't deserve it and people getting rewarded when they don't deserve it. And it's like, what? Why is there no order to the universe? Fuck! So, yeah, that's Divided. My opinion is not divided on that. So... I mean, Crystal Maze is a lot of fun. I definitely like Crystal Maze. The Chase was good. I watched a bunch of The Chase. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going off of what I watched the most of. I'm gonna give it to The Chase and the Crystal Maze. I'm gonna call it a dual number one spot. All right, they're gonna whoop. Long hair. Of course, it's taking you a long time, bro, because you gotta draft up a billion rules. Oh shit! Here's where we get a name where I'm just like, X7028, man. Whatever your normal username is, it ain't putting it up on the screen. Do not recognize DMY, TRY, whatever the hell that is. Looks like you just got to sign some kind of random username or something. I don't know. So, have fun being somebody different today. I don't recognize that name, man. Joe, you get annoyed watching Family Feud. You wonder what kind of people come up with some of the answers on the board. They're just asking random idiots at the mall. Like, think about it. These are people like at a mall or something in the middle of the day. They're asking the most fucking unemployed people who have not the capacity to get a job and nothing to do with their time. You know what I mean? That's why. Think about the dumbest person you know. Now, make them half as smart as that. Them's the motherfuckers answering these surveys, bro. There's a lot of idiots out in the world. Are you going to stop and answer a fucking survey if you got asked in the mall? I don't think so. You got better things to do with your time, right? So it's people with nothing to do with their time and no brain cells. When I say toaster, what's the first thing that you think of? Sadness. Fuck, man. You're the second person to say that. We actually have to put that on here. That's stupid. What's wrong with you? I mean, thanks for the answer. Drunko, you're trying to remember the name of a live game? Those live ones always feel rigged, bro. You know? Real Master, you're just imagining that. You made that up. You made that up. Jess, you're the dumbest person most people that know you know. Well, you're doing fine. You can put together sentences. After watching Power Slap, there are some real dullards, bro. They're taking smacks to the head and just getting dumber. You watch them struggle to construct sentences. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, Bo asking Jess about his finger. Don't worry, man. They sewed part of his butt flap onto his thumb, so it's fine. They said it's gonna heal up, but they told him he's got to stop sucking on it. JH, you like following game show drama? What does that mean? What's game show drama? Oh, game show drama is like how the winner of Hell's Kitchen never actually got a job in the restaurant. Oh, okay, I see. You like finding out all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like everything is fake, right? Can we all agree that we're in the era of everything is fake, and if you didn't already know about it beforehand, everything is fake forever, forevermore? I'm not fake because I showed up before the time of everything is fake, but can we just agree that everything forever from now on is just fake, no matter what it is? Because that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like it's becoming, man. It's wild. It's just like you just start to feel nothing. Looking, it's just like, is that real? Look at this kid said this thing. Daddy, does he even fucking exist? Bring him to me fucking right now. And bring his fucking parents too. Like physically to my house. Because otherwise, you just fucking made it. You just made this shit up. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing's real anymore. Oh! Juglum, you like the show Hell's Kitchen? I find it mostly boring. Like, just yelling at people to make better food. The other one, which is it, Kitchen Nightmares or something like that? Where it's like they go to different businesses that are failing and they're like, here's the problem. Your fucking french fries are full of maggots. Oh, is that why the french fries wiggle? But our patented wiggly fries, we get them by leaving them out in the sun by the fucking trash dump. You can't do that. I'm gonna get fucking sick eating this shit. What the fuck, you Yankee Danky donkeys? Oh, fuck you and your mother. But now we're gonna fix your restaurant up, and now it's fucking hype and amazing. Holy shit, you saved my life, Gordon Ramsay. I was gonna stab my wife and then drive my car into the fucking harbor because my muffin shop was failing. But now you transfixed my life into glory and a hard, erect, throbbing winningness. Thank you so much, Gordon Ramsays. Right? Christ, Sewage has bad news. Google stole your AI shoelaces idea. That was my idea, you fucking thief. That was my idea. You deserve to be fucking rolled up into a carpet and smoked by a fucking giant in a Disney cartoon. How about that? How about that? You deserve to be rolled up with a thatched roof and smoked by a giant who will then go, what is this fucking ditch level smoke? And then just throw you away. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not how it works. You can't take the thing that I said and then go, that's my original content. Don't steal it. That's not how that works. You're going to fucking jail, bro. And I hope that they crush your nuts with a sneaker. I heard they do that in prison. I hope they do that to you so that you don't procreate. Hope somebody mashes your nuts with a sneaker. Oh, trying to steal from me, bro? AI sneaker, so it can laugh at you while it's happening. Happened here. I remember watching a video some time ago that went and showed all the restaurants that failed and why they failed after Gordon Ramsay supposedly saved them from failing. What they do to the restaurant is the same as like, it's the same kind of difference as going and finding a homeless guy and going, I took him out behind my house and I fucking hosed him down and I shaved his beard off and his ball bag and his butt cheeks, so now he's fucking smooth on both sets of cheeks. And then I got him a fucking job interview at Quiznos and I rented him a hotel room for 6 days. I'm a fucking hero. As totally, I did this because I'm a good person. I'm not monetizing somebody else's fucking hard knock life. And I change all the time to put on fucking this crazy transformative music. Oh, we did it, guys. Oh, this is the most emotionally uplifting. I can't believe you did it, Brandon. You're always doing so much for the people. Yeah, oh, I guess Billy's back smoking fucking crack 8 days later. Nah, I got him a job interview and gave him a place to stay for fucking 6 days. I transformed his life. Chalk up another one on the big board, guys. Right? It's like, that shit's fucked, honestly. Like, using poor people, like, who are fucking homeless and struggling to make content under the guise of helping somebody is gross. It's gross. It's empty bullshit. Right? You're like one step up from the people who fucking get a puppy and then go and throw it in a fucking dirty puddle and go, we found this abandoned puppy by the roadside. You're fucking garbage. You're a garbage piece of shit, man. You took a fucking brand new little baby dog and put it, gotta make sure it looks bedraggled enough so the assholes on the fucking internet will, well, I saved, you fucking did not. You did not. You put that in a plastic bag yourself. You fucking garbage human. Fuck you. Fucking people, man. Anyways, geez, let's go right down fucking, there's so much fake crap and it fucking makes my sack ache, bro. So yeah, the whole, we fixed the restaurant, it's so much, I mean, it's good that you made it look nice, but guess what? The cancer's still there. It's the fucking idiots running it. Long hair so cheery today. What am I supposed to do? I got fucking teeth rotting in my head. My fucking head hurts. My fucking heart hurts. Not physically, but from what's going, there's just too much going on. Sometimes life kicks you in the dick and you just gotta yell about it. So, or not yell about it, yell about other things as a way of dealing with it, okay? Okay? All right? The universe is chewing on my ball bag, so I must spout thunderous indignation in many forms. Jess, yeah, you better get a fire extinguisher, bro. If you guys almost fucking burn your place down, you better get a fire extinguisher. You do not want to fuck around with that shit. Larry, you miss Quiznos? I don't know, man. Like, I went to Quiznos one time, and then they gave me my sub, and I was just like, where's the rest of it? That's how I felt when I fucking opened it up. I'm like, I get a little... They're like, listen, bro, we sliced it on an angle. Okay, but where's the rest of my fucking sandwich? We toasted it. Yeah, where's the rest of my fucking sandwich? What is this? Well, you see, you get to pay full price, but you get a little piece like you were at a place where they ordered a big, long fucking sub, look at a workplace, and you got a little piece. Fuck you. I'm not paying you worthless dickheads the full price of an entire fucking sub anywhere else for this fucking bullshit fragment of a sub. Go fuck yourself, Quiznos. I'm not surprised you're not around anymore, because that's a horseshit fucking business model. Whoop-de-doo, we're going to give you less than anybody else, but we'll toast it. Holy fuck, you toast the bread? Wow, I should pay triple the price. Fuck me, right? Yeah, Habanero, exactly. Got 8 different cameras. It's crazy. It's just, and people are so stupid. People are so dumb. Larry, I agree. Subway is garbage. Their subs suck. Juglum, come on, man. You would eat out of a fucking trash can. Oh, that looks solid. That looks good. You would eat almost fucking anything. You are a garbage gobbler, right? Like, there's like fucking human standards, and then there's fucking standards for dogs, and then there's standards for rats, and then there's fucking Juglum's food standards, which actually shouldn't even be on screen. It's down here. That's never mind. I think I've had Firehouse subs once. MS, you feel Quiznos was mostly commercial, or you think they were just selling to like businesses? Just damn, man, you better sleep with one eye open, man. You better be careful. Jimmy John's, don't got that here. Millmaster says, don't pay someone else to poison you. Hold on, I'm going to smoke my meat, and then I'm just going to go buy the stuff that I'm going to inhale. Don't pay someone else to poison you, says the man who fucking buys poisons from other people. Come on. Come the fuck on. But listen, shut up. Listen. It makes me look cool, bro. Don't point out that I'm a ridiculous human being for saying it. Just let me type it like I'm on the internet and I'm looking fucking cool right now, bro. Don't pay someone else to poison you when you can pay yourself to poison you. Yeah, don't pay them for that. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go have a smoke. Where'd I get this from? I wonder who I paid for this poison. How does your wife put up with your fucking hypocritical bullshit, huh? Huh? She probably just fucking tunes out. That's probably what it is. Doesn't even fucking listen to the stuff coming around. Don't bring somebody else to poison you. And she's all just like, well, I mean, it's too late in life to start over, I guess. Christ says, I pay Perp to poison me. There you go. That's it. Listen to him. Listen to him. Super chat me so that I may poison your soul. Juggling me about $30 worth of candy today and gingerbread cookies. Come on, man. Gingerbread cookies? It's fucking October. It's October. It's not fucking Christmas time. You haven't even had your Thanksgiving because you fucking American goons are like, what if we had Thanksgiving in November? Like degenerates. Every other fucking holiday you have at the right time. Like, you know when to have Christmas. But somehow, you guys didn't get the fucking memo that Thanksgiving is in October. And you're like, what if we did it in, like, November or something? Fucking horseshit. But after that is when you have the gingerbread cookies. Long hair. Local family places usually have better sandwiches. Correct. She grinds wheat berries so you don't have to eat poison. You are high off of markers or something. That's definitely what's going on. Drunkle made you laugh out loud as fuck on the bus with I guess it's too late. People looking at you like, what's this guy's problem? I'm just enjoying life, okay? Somebody's being mocked. It's the only thing that gives me joy. Thinking about somebody's wife hating him and just giving up on life and just being like, fuck it, I'll just trudge through this shit. That's what makes me happy. You get death stares for being noisy on the bus. That's funny. Hallmark Channel has had their Christmas movies on for a week. I just want to make sure that I understand this correctly, Joe. You think that a fucking feasible argument in any way, shape, or form, in any aspect of life, involves talking about what the fucking Hallmark Channel is doing? Are you okay? We're gonna have to fucking send somebody to check on this guy, because I expect that he's living in some kind of fucking hole with like no clothing. Your standards are so like, I don't want to make fun of you. I want to get you help. You think bringing up the Hallmark Channel is a fucking point? Hey, the Hallmark Channel is running Christmas. You think I fucking pay attention to the Hallmark Channel? Well, shit, I take it all back. It's fucking Christmas time already. Jam your face full of fucking jingleberries, buddy, because fuck it. The Hallmark Channel. They're the ones who decide when Christmas starts. It starts in fucking December. That shit starts in December. That's when you fucking do that shit. That's when you do that. It's that simple. December 1st, jingle, jangle, jingle. Yes, before that, shut the fuck up. It's not Christmas time yet. No mess of the shit you're smoking smells and tastes like old magic markers from the 80s. Those markers smelled pretty good, actually. I miss those markers. So I need some old school Huffin markers, guys. Christ, ginger snaps dunked in spiced tea is delicious. I'm not listening to you, you fucking idea thief. Probably stole that idea from somebody else. You've never had an original idea in your life except to suck so bad. That's it. That's the only idea that's been unique to you. I suck so bad, I suck worse than everybody else. Congratulations. The one way you're unique. I just called this stream. I watched a bunch of game shows, my brain broke, and cranky old man is a dick to people because his fucking teeth hurt and life has been rough. Fuck you. Joe, you can understand after Thanksgiving, but it's ridiculous to start Christmas before Halloween. Bingo. I can forgive starting it in November. Absolutely. I can. I mean, obviously I'm biased as well. My birthday is at the very end of November. So I use that as the delineation. November ends, and then the 1st is when Christmas stuff starts. I told Carly this year if she wants to set up some stuff a couple days in advance, I'm not going to get my nose out of joint over it. Potts, yeah, he knows what's up. Bam. Juglum, Little Debbie makes soft gingerbread men, and you saw them, so you bought 2 boxes. Wow, you have a high level of excitement about having soft men in your mouth, bro. I would have thought you liked the hard ginger boys. Oh, I got you fucking twice. Take that, you miserable, greasy, dumb fuck. Oh, see, I haven't been streamed in a while, so obviously the insults must flow. It must happen. It must happen. Christ, it just comes natural to you, just like sucking unwashed dicks does, bro. You took to sucking unwashed dicks like a duck to water, like it's your natural environment, bro. Born to do it. Born to chug. Just get it fucking tattooed right across your neck. Oh yeah, Mariah Carey's that music's coming, man. You know it. It is a banger though. Gotta admit, I fucking love that tune. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is a fucking great tune. She did what feels like the impossible. She created a new Christmas song that's like, guess what? I'm here forever. And its creation didn't feel like it was like this commercial endeavor. It felt like she just wanted to make a Christmas song. You know, obviously it's a commercial endeavor from the fact that we made a song to release everybody, but it's just like, it's from an older time and it doesn't feel as like sterile and processed and fake as all the crap we see now. So it has a genuine ring of authenticity to it that I enjoy. And it's just a banger of a tune. She fucking did what I would have thought is genuinely impossible and create an enduring Christmas classic that every year I'm happy to hear it. You know, I get the complaints people have. I hear it everywhere. I got to hear it a million times. But I have a lot of control over what I hear when I hear it, so I don't have to get bombarded by that shit. So I can just jam to it. Jess, the plan is to go all the way to the bottom and try and go through the screen to get to the top, right? It's like it's the video game hack. Jess, yeah, obviously, when it comes to like the financial side of things, the companies are like, Christmas time is when we make our money. We're coming up to what, Black Friday soon, right? Black Friday soon. So that's sometime in November when there used to be a bunch of deals. All this stuff feels more and more meaningless. Black Friday deals. What are the deals? 7% off the things that you would normally buy, and like the garbage you don't want is 30% off. No, I'm good. But it's our Black Friday week sale. It's our Black Friday month sale. It's our Black Friday 3-month sale. Okay. All right. Oh, our Thanksgiving blowout. Oh, our Christmas. None of these are actually sales anymore. None of them feel like sales. I remember actual sales. I remember Boxing Day sales where it was like, wow, actual sales, you know? Millmaster, what? Bono Christmas song? What was that? Longer since you haven't worked in retail in ages. Christmas songs have become more. Yeah, you can bear them more because you're not constantly getting blasted, right? To Fairy, I would fucking jam to Mariah Carey in the park and dance around. I don't give a fuck. Also, I got your email, by the way. I haven't looked at it, but I got it, just to let you know. Christ, your favorites when they jack up the price 40% October for a 20% discount on Black Friday. It just doesn't work. It's got diminishing returns. Like, why rush out for any kind of sale or whatever? You're just gonna get the better deals randomly out of fucking nowhere. Like, all the things that are painted as big deal days are, it's Prime Day! What's that? Some stuff that you don't want costs less. Okay, but I don't want it. Yeah, but you can buy it for less now. It's like, who cares? It's worthless garbage. So yeah, it's just like all those days are meaningless now. They just like, it's a week-long event, and it's just like, but what is it? It's like any other event. Your sales are no different. There's nothing stand out about them. It's just like, please buy the thing because people say this is a day, and so this is when I get my deals. It didn't feel that way like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, or whatever. I don't know, man. I remember being out and just like in stores. I remember being out in stores on Black Friday or whatever, not realizing it was Black Friday because it's just like, well, we're going to the mall for whatever. Okay, we're going to pass through this store, and then looking and being like, whoa, what the hell? Look at the price on that. Why is that such a good deal? I literally bought an entire Rock Band Beatles set that came with the drums and the guitar and everything because it was like normally $200 and they were selling it for like $70. And I went, you get everything. I already loved Guitar Hero. I'm like, this is the whole thing. This is amazing. What a crazy good deal. So I just bought it on the fucking spot. I haven't seen a stop me in my tracks deal in forever. You know? Like at all. Well, Buyer says you got to keep Prime Day in your heart all day long. Honestly, what Prime is for me now is when they offer me, hey, you want a free trial of Prime? I'm like, yeah, I do. Thank you. And then I turn around and go, okay, I'm going to walk over to your gaming website. I'm going to get all your games for free. Cool. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I want. I can subscribe to my own Twitch channel to get a Twitch Prime subscription so I can get a couple of bucks. And then I will just cancel it. It's funny too because I did all this because I did this like around the beginning of September. I signed up for Prime and I got the games and stuff. And then I went to cancel. It's like, if you cancel, you lose access to all of your stuff right away. And I was just like, Okay, I guess I won't cancel. I set a reminder on my phone to tell me 4 days before. I'm like, all right, I'll just cancel 4 days before. So then when the 4 days before rolled around, I was like, wait a minute. And I went back and looked at the free games, went, there's more free games. And I got those because they add those to your Epic Game account, to your Steam account, to your GOG account. You keep those, so it doesn't matter. They can't take those back, right? And so then I canceled it 4 days before it ended. And it went, okay, you still have your benefits for 4 more days. And it's like, you fucking dickheads. You told me if I cancel, you'd take my shit away right away. And like, hey, we were lying, fucker. We're just trying to keep you on this shit. We're hoping you'll forget and we can charge you. It's like, I'm coming out ahead on this deal. 100%. But yeah, man. Black Friday used to be the goodness. Now it's just, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, McGraw, yeah, it changes over time. The deals get progressively less exciting, you know? Jess, here's the idea, man. The idea behind Black Friday sales were supposed to be like, you've sold through a bunch of your fucking stock, enough to pay all your bills, and now you're moving into profit, and you can afford to unload some things and just like get some money on the fucking sheets. So it used to be like an actual deal. Like at the end of the day, what's a ripoff price? How do you know what a ripoff price is? How much is somebody supposed to be able to make off of a product, right? So it's like if a board game costs fucking $25 for a game store and they make fucking $50, so they make $25 off it, is that a ripoff because it's got a 50% markup? Like, it's not a cut and dry Black Friday shows that they're ripping us off because they could always be selling it for this little because you have a bunch of overhead costs that need to be met. So it's not like, it's not that simple. I'm certainly not saying that there aren't a bunch of overpriced crazy things. Fuck, Magic's reached that point, right? Just look at the price of booster packs and I'm like, $15 for a booster pack. Like, what? That's fucking insane, you know? It's crazy. Long hair, what? Was there some kind of class action going on? Yeah, McGraw, Walmart roll out bins of Chinese junk they never tried to sell during the year and then it's never seen again. That, I mean, at least they're offering something different. Hey, well, here we go. We got a bunch of random cheap crap you can buy if you want. Okay, it's something. It's something. It's not great, but it's better than just like, here's us pretending we're having a Black Friday sale and there's nothing different about it. Like, it's just like any sale. The supply chains and corporate tax structures worked differently than when Black Friday started. That makes sense as well, right? Businesses are going to change the way things work. It's the same way that Boxing Day went away because Boxing Day was based on there being far less corporations and far more just like individual businesses, because the way that it works in Canada is very different for the two kinds of businesses. If you're an individual business in Canada and not a corporation, then, and I don't know if this is the case anymore because who knows if they changed the laws, but this is the reason that Boxing Day worked the way it did and then went away. But it goes like this. If you run, let's say you own like a fucking shoe store or something like that, something where you have like a lot of inventory. Well, at the end of the year, like December 31st, you are legally required to inventory everything you have. Like, you have to inventory everything left at your business at the end of the year. That is your legal obligation. So Boxing Day was sell this shit for 60 or 70% off because just get as much fucking shit as you can out of the store so that at the end of the year inventory, we're not here for days and days counting up and repacking and boxing up all this fucking garbage. Like, all this stuff. Just get stuff out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. So you get 60% off, 70% off. Like, amazing deals, right? But as more businesses became corporations, that no longer is a corporations are not required to have a year-end inventory. They do have different tax requirements in terms of the way taxes are reported and all that, but they're not required to inventory their stuff at the actual physical end of the year. So you end up with more and more corporations showing up, and there's less and less businesses that need to do any kind of Boxing Day sale, and it becomes less and less of a thing. But Boxing Day sales were huge. I remember saving all the gift certificates and money and stuff I got from my birthday at the end of November and everything I got for Christmas for the day after Christmas. And then going down to the Penn Center. And you could go to Sam the Record Man. And now your $20 gift card that would have been $20 any other fucking day of the year, bro. Now it's more like $36, right? Right? Even more, depending, right? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, no, that's not right. You get the idea, though. Your $20 goes a hell of a lot further. The math I'm doing isn't correct, but it just gives you an idea. You know, your $20 is like $30. You get significant. Or just think about it like, oh, today only everything in the store is half off. Like, it was the real deal. I loved Boxing Day. Like, loved it. And I couldn't tell you exactly when it changed, but you know when it happens because the fucking deals are no good. My chair is coming apart too. Man, I've been hitting a string of bad luck, bro. Oh well, it happens. Larry's Supermarket Sweep, the 80s version. I've seen that one. Some of the supermarket ones can be fun with the whole, we're going on a crazy shopping spree, right? Just any profit is a ripoff, depending on how you feel about it. Well, what's considered profit? Like, if I pay $25 for something, and then I sell it to you for fucking $35, but it cost me $10 just to fucking run the business to get it to that point, and it's just like, that covers the electricity, actually having the shit shipped in, all of it, and it's just like, I didn't even make any money. People aren't gonna work for free, bro. that ain't gonna happen. No, it's like, no, man, you shouldn't be able to make profit. Okay, so why would I run a business? Well, what do you mean? Because, well, why would I run a business? How would businesses employ people? You know what I mean? How would any business have employees if the businesses couldn't generate profit? You bought that product for $25, you can't sell it for more than that. But what about the people that I need to like sell it? What about my employees? Tough luck, numbnuts. Oh, okay, I guess all the businesses on Earth are shutting down because they're not fucking altruistic and have fun with that fucking completely collapsed economy as nobody has fucking jobs and there's no businesses. But you know what? We stopped that dirty profit. Nobody should profit. Like, imagine if somebody spent their time like healing like sick kids and stuff, right? Imagine somebody bought like medical supplies and they were healing people's sick kids. And then imagine if they made like $1 off that. How fucking disgusting would that be? Like, people who help disabled kids and stuff and get paid for it, that's fucking gross. If you have a job and like you actually make money, like if you make more money than it costs for you to get to your job, you're a disgusting profiteer. So if it costs you $10 to get to your job and you work for more than $10 that day, you're a piece of fucking garbage. Just so we're clear, right? Does that not sound fucking like deranged nonsense? Right? That's silliness. That's silliness. The Intercept, contestants had to steal a car and real police officers would chase them for 35 minutes, and if they avoided capture and arrest, they got to keep the car. Is that real? That sounds cool. You know what? It sounds cool, and then when you watch it, you're like, oh. You know, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? You know? Where you're just going to go, hey, cool, all right, like it's a police chase. And it's like, well, legally, all the safety precautions that we have to put into place makes it feel like, that's just my gut reaction. I'd love it to be more exciting than what I think's going to happen, but I got to be real, guys. I'm cynical. I've been alive a long time, and almost everything people tell you to get hyped up about is almost never to the level of their hype, you know? That's how it feels to me. So my brain just tends to default to, where's reality in what I'm being told? So it's like, there's a police chase, you go 35 miles an hour and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, all right. And then they're just like, but we got all this. And it's like, well, it's on a closed NASCAR track. It's like, this is whew. It's like, oh, Okay. Well, we can't have a fucking police chase like anywhere police chases happen, bro. Oh, okay. Cool. Right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The twist, the police are Russian. Oh, those guys do not mess around. Yeah, they do not mess around. Oh, all right, my friends. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It has been an enjoyable time. We shall get back together again soon. Hopefully, the universe will take it easy on me so we can continue to have fun like this, because this has been an enjoyable time. And now for some Halloween madness.